What's up, y'all? It's your girl KK on the motherfucking scene, and we're back with the Mommiana series with KK, and we're gonna get right into Aries moon. You already know I took notes. It's me and you and me, baby. And how we're gonna break it down, how you were mothered, how your mom was when you were growing up, how you were conceived, the energy around your conception, how you process your emotions, Aries moon, how you feel, how you mother, how you like to be mothered, and all the them. So let's get started. Let's get into it. I know it's been a minute, so let's clock that T. So Aries moon mommies give the baby have the baby. You know, Aries is the first energy, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, your mom might have had you young, or she was just very immature, you know, or stopped doing the healing, so she was stuck at a mental age. So she was very childish. Let's really plug that T. Very childish. And it was like, okay, the baby is raising the baby type shit. Like I said, your mom could have had you early in life, or earlier than a lot of her peers, you know what I'm saying, a teenage pregnancy, or just like early in general. You might even been like not even a full-term baby, you might even have been premature Aries moon, right? Mommy might have had you premature, and in doing so, having you earlier in life than her peers, or should I say in a very immature state in her life. When y'all talk, it could give, you know, not even talk, like interact. Is very immature. It's like you're talking to somebody interacting with your age. So you know how to moms be like, I'm not your little friend. No, Aries mom gave I'm your little friend, and they had no problem with that. They will get petty, they will get stoop to your level, they will get on your level. You know how adults be like, we're not on the same level. Aries moon Mommiana will get on that level and not give a fuck. Aries moon mom probably still babies you, you know what I'm saying? You might be a mama's boy, you might be a mama's girl, you know, a daddy's girl or a daddy's boy, and they never really care. Like, they don't give a fuck. They don't care if you're 83 and you got 9 babies, you still gonna be their baby like forever, Aries moon, right? Or if we're talking about a lower vibration, Aries is all about I, so they could have had that selfish, you know, energy, that stingy energy, and you know, they made a lot of Aries moon mom made a lot of impulsive decisions that affected you in a major way. Also, they could have felt like, oh, mine, you know, that stingy energy. Like, they could have thinking that your life is their life. That's my daughter, that's mine, you're my daughter, I want you to do this and that, and that shit is crazy, Aries moon, right? But that's how your mom probably was, you know what I'm saying, on a lower vibrational frequency. Aries moon is all about taking shit head on, you know what I'm saying? So if you and your mom had a problem, Aries moon, or an issue or something you had to work out, y'all probably dealt with it head on. You know that saying, don't go to bed mad? Y'all didn't really do that. Y'all like to take shit head on, so that could have caused a lot of argument or a lot of combativeness between y'all, because y'all want to put everything out on the floor, lay all the cards out on the table, which is also a positive thing, you know what I'm saying? Let's get this shit out the way, because you're my mom, you're my Aries moon mom. Like, let's get this shit out on the flow, for real. Aries moon mom was probably big on fitness. You know that incentive Michelle Obama tried to do with, she was taking all the sweet shit and all the nasty ass snacks was in the vending machine? Yeah, your mom probably never let you get big, you know what I'm saying? You was always at the park, you was always involved in gymnastics, some type of sports. Like, she put you in shit, you know what I'm saying, to work off your energy, work off your body, you know. Even her too, she probably was a gym rat, you know, or involving you in a lot of fitness together as a family. Also moon, Aries moon mom Mommiana body was probably T and still T to this day, because they like to stay active, they like to stay, you know, in moving that energy around in a positive way, you know what I'm saying? A negative way is exerting their energy, is that hot-headedness, which causes arguments and all that shit. But 9 times out of 10 you was never really a fat kid because your mom was making you work out, and if you were, she said, oh, we gave you a trainer today, and that was that, you know what I'm saying? You was done with the little fat phase or whatever. Aries moon Mommiana, you your mom probably had you guys in an apartment or in a newer development wherever you live. It wasn't that old, you know. It had fresh energy, you know, a lot of, you know, modernization to it. When you know your mom playing, Aries moon mom playing music in the car, driving you to school, it was probably a lot of hip-hop, a lot of rock, a lot of grunge, a lot of Afro beats, a lot of Caribbean vibes, things to get you moving your waist, your hips, you know, your head bop, something that got that bass that gets you moving. That's her type of music probably. Now let's get into the energy of when you were conceived. Okay, you know, what your mom was thinking, you know what I'm saying, well, you know, what the energy of you being born around. So Aries moon, you were probably conceived being the first baby of the family. If you weren't the firstborn, you were either the first girl or the first boy. And if you weren't the first girl or the first boy, you might have been you're the baby of the whatever, 5 kids, 3 kids, whatever kids, how many kids your mom or dad decided to have. Or even you might be the first grandchild, for real. You might be multiple things of what I just listed, but you were definitely a first in one of those categories. Clock that T, yeah. Or you could have been an Irish twin baby. If you know, you know, right? Mommy and daddy could have met at the club, could have met at the gym, you know, fets, juve, something with liveliness. And when it came to like having you, you were probably like not planned, surprise. And if you were planned, it was like a lot of energy, like planning around you, like, oh, this is my first baby, let me pour my energy into my my newborn, right? Because my Aries moon newborn, because this is my first baby, and Aries is all about being head honcho. Yeah. Now let's get into how Aries moon likes to express their emotions and process their emotions. So Aries moon is gonna clock that T every time on the flow. Like, talk about a lover and a fighter. Like, they do not play about their emotions. Like, they will take it there every time, and they will check you as soon as this shit happens. Aries moon, like, they will go to war or jail about their feelings. Like, they like, we can all, Aries moon is like, we can all get booked and processed in this bitch, and I don't give a fuck. We all can get booked and processed, because what you're not gonna do is play with Aries moon and then you gonna get away with it. No, bitch, hell no. because Aries moon is very baby energy. You know, they're reactive. Even if you don't say shit, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, babies, again, they don't talk. So if you, they all about the energy and shit sometimes. So if you give, bitch, they gonna get up and just hit you, and y'all gonna be booked in process because y'all play with them, knowing, well, Aries moon might have started it, but even if they didn't, just know they glocking that tea. And if we're talking about a lower vibration of Aries moon, how they process their emotions is always like, when you're talking with them, they always want to argue, they always want to, you know, yell, they want to exert this energy in a very just like sharp way. And it's like, bitch, I didn't even do anything for you. So like, that's like their communication, especially if, you know, you didn't transmute it, as a Aries moon doesn't transmute that energy at a young age in a healthy way. Now little Tay-Tay, big Tay-Tay always want to argue, always want to turn up, always want to be loud, always want to argue. And you're not even arguing with them. You don't want no static. It wasn't even that type of time, and now that you in that type of shit because Aries, the lower frequency of Aries moon might have took you there. A higher vibration of this, again, is also, like I said a little bit earlier, them wanting to talk it out, wanting to like, hey, like, yo, like, can we talk? Hey, like, let's deal with this situation now. Shit, even if we gotta fight, let's do this shit now. Bitch, hold my hair, hold my wig. I don't have time to do this shit tomorrow. We gotta do this shit right now. I absolutely have to, in a real way. Very Aaron the Plumber energy, but that's like lower frequency Aries moon. But that's what it looks like. Aries moon energy. Like, I absolutely have to. You know, I don't want to, but here, hold my earrings. I need you to hold the real Aries moon earrings. I absolutely have to. We have to get it on. We can go outside because I don't want to do it in this establishment. And that's just what it is, you know what I'm saying? It's very thin line of very aggressive versus very assertive, how Aries moon can exert and express their emotions and their energy. So Aries moon, if Aries moon doesn't transmute their energy in a healthy way, they can get a lot of headaches. They can get a little migraines, you know what I'm saying? Because Aries rules the head and we're ruling emotions, and that just staying there and here is really, really, really not good for them, because all this leads to the heart, okay? And that's where you hold a lot of your emotions. So this is not a win-win if they don't transmute it in a healthy way, Aries moon. How Aries moon likes to be mothered or mothered, they love to be babied, and they love to baby. That's their thing. They love that shit. It's like when a grown man gets sick and they're like, oh baby, they love that shit even when they're not sick. So don't let them tell you that they don't. They live for it. They live for it, but they also give that out when it's needed and when it's wanted and when it's respected, and someone is receptive to that energy. They love, babe, what you need? Oh babe, I got. They love that. They love doing that for being of service like that. Aries moon wants to be the first in your world. Like, oh my god, the world. I know it's their world, but they made room for me, and the world is revolving around me in this person's life. They love that shit. I promise you, they love to mother and be mothered like that. Also, if you are dating an Aries moon and you have a kid, just know it's not gonna last. No tea, no shade, it's not gonna last for long, because again, that baby energy, Aries moon, how they like to be mothered. When you have a kid and you're dating someone, you know that's not going to be your first priority is your kid. And Aries moon wants to be first, head honcho in the life. So not saying they will never have a kid with you, but they know until then they're your baby. Am I your baby? Am I your baby? Yo, is motherfucking Mariah the Scientist Aries moon, or she a Aries? Because she really give that, like, that's how they are. Like, but just know, like, she would never get that because motherfucking Young Thug got babies, not a baby. So just know, if Aries moon goes into that and they know themselves, baby, don't you know you have 30 minutes? Don't you know? Yeah, baby. A healthy way for Aries moon to express and transmute all this energy is the biggest, and I'm talking about the biggest, simplest hack, and I do talk about every day, is working out. I know Aries moon, work out, babe. Work out. Somebody broke your heart, bitch. Get in that gym, bitch. Body gonna be the teeth it's ever been. Like, baby, you are the ultimate, like, Aries moon, taking the pain and alchemist. You're ultimate alchemist, Aries moon. Turn that shit. Body gonna be so tea. Body gonna be so tea. So, like, doing kickboxing, track, boxing, weightlifting, taekwondo, you know, moving the whole body, because again, you rule by the first cripple. You gotta exert energy. This is Mars. Your life gonna do a whole beautiful transformation, moving your body physically. Like I said, Aries moon is first cripple. So imagine having your moon there, and your energy, your emotions is stored there. You know what I'm saying? It's vital for Aries moon to shake that energy off with that placement, you know, with the first cripple energy. Going to, like, the gun range or rage room, even axe throwing, y'all would love that. Like, date ideas for Aries moon, or even fun shit. Y'all also would really benefit from going to a sauna, clubbing, somewhere where you can sweat. Also playing drums, or somewhere where it's loud music, Aries moon. You need that. You need that. Your heart needs that, okay? And the heart is very vital. Thank you. Thank you. That is all I have for Aries moon, Mommiana. You already know Taurus moon next in the Mommiana series with KK. I hope y'all enjoyed. I hope y'all got the knowledge and got the gems. Much love and much peace.